For the first time in his NBA career, Russell Westbrook was not on an NBA roster for training camp. And, he's 506 points away from being the top scoring point guard of all time. Say what you want about Russ. Last year off the bench, he averaged 13, 6, and 5, while being one of the leading 6 men in the league for the Denver Nuggets. And he's not on the roster. He looks like he could still definitely help team.
We just saw him 2-3 months ago.
When you in that mental space, bro, because I know like blackball is a spicy term. You know what I'm saying? Do we feel like that's what's happening here? You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, like you said, it's Russ, it's Brody.
These are conversations that I've had with multiple players in the NBA. When I was going through my shit, very similar to a lot of shit that's going on with a lot of these players that's happening now, right? I used to sit there and tell them, listen, don't let them do this to you. This is what's going to happen. If they could do it to me, they could do it to you. And he's like, you're in a different situation. You're in a different position at that point in time when I'm telling you. Not talking about Russ, but I'm just saying players.
Yep.
And then it happens and you start going through shit and you be like, damn, man, that nigga Melo was right, man. You was right, man. Fuck this shit, man. These niggas bugging. But like that, it's cyclical. You know what I mean? It just happens and it happens. It's just sad to see what he is actually going through. You talking about, we're talking about one of the greatest point guards of all time. I wouldn't say the same position, but I do think he's dealing with a little bit of that. The things that you built your career off of and people fell in love with you about is the same thing it's your downfall right now. It's hindering you right now from being on the team because now you created such a monster and a monster in a competitive way. Right, and you set the bar so high with your energy and what you did, what you do in the game, your triple doubles, leading OKC. Now that energy is a lot different, right? I'm not saying you've never burnt any bridges along the way, but now you're in a position now where narratives start to kick in, right? Conversations around the league. It's a copycat league. So if I hit you, Monica, say, yo, Monica, man, Russ lost his step going left. You gonna talk, he gonna hear it, and now it's just it's going around. So I think that's what Russ is dealing with now. They start questioning, could he still do this? Could he do this? What is his role? Right? Where are we gonna play him at? Who are we gonna play him with? So when they start questioning all of that shit, you as a player, you like, man, fuck this shit. I'm me. You get what I'm saying? I'm Russell Westbrook. How the fuck you ain't, what are we talking about here?
Okay, yes. But we have talked very honestly about your last few years in the NBA,
yes.
right? Percentage, because I'm not saying that the league is right. I personally think you should be on a roster. But what's the percentage of Russ has to take responsibility to adapt?
1,000%.
Okay.
1,000%. We all have to adapt. It's a hard transition to adapt, right? Especially when you're being forced to adapt. It's a difference in just that you're allowed to adapt as you go. You can't adapt. You are forced to adapt into the situation, to a team, to a roster, because now any situation that you go to, you're voiceless in a sense, because you're going in as, the conversation, we're gonna bring Russ in. We're gonna bring Russ in and, give us this, give us that. It ain't, we got Russell Westbrook, we got Russ. Here's what we do. We think we're gonna bring Russ in. So now the mindset and the thought process of Russ coming into training camp later is just looked upon totally different. So Russ got to go in there and work extra hard to keep that level of integrity and respect with this group. Sometimes you be out of place. Sometimes you can feel, you start questioning yourself. You start second guessing shit. It's a feeling that you go through. I'm just saying, I don't want him to go through that. And I'm sure at this moment, any situation that he goes to, it'll be about basketball, but he's gonna be dealing with all of that, all of those emotions to the point where he's gonna be like, yo, fuck this shit. I don't want to keep doing this. I don't want to do this no more. Oh, he's not being blackballed. You have a sense of, you have more of a case of saying that I got blackballed in a sense because by one person that that knocked the domino down, right? He sent that message around to everybody. So I can say my issue was with one person, right? Russ ain't get waived. He ain't get cut. It was just a free agent. And now now you gotta go and see, where do he fit into my roster? Where do he fit into our system? Do we need what Russ can give us at this point in time in his career? What team needs that, right? The only teams that would say, hey, we'll take Russ is Utah. He left Utah already. He went from the Wizards of Utah to the Lakers, right? So that ain't, you know what I mean? Like those teams, Charlotte, you send him down there to Charlotte, let him just go play his last 1 or 2 years and let Russ ride out. Like, it's just the journey that you have, the corners that you got to turn at this point in your career. I mean, it's very unfortunate. And I don't want to say unfair, but it's very unfortunate that niggas got to go through this. Somebody who, Russ got 18. Unfair. How many years is this for Russ?
I think he's going on his 17th to 18th year. Yeah. Like, but he's in a super unique position though, because like I kind of look at Russell Westbrook like a backup quarterback in the NFL, where it's like the season's just starting, and the moment a good team drops a guard, Russ's phone is going to be the first one that gets picked up.
That's not the point. I agree with you. That's not the point. And what Russ is probably dealing with right now, I'm just telling you what he probably is dealing with right now.
Yeah.
Yo, fuck it. If nobody calls by this time, I'm done. Because this is what's gonna happen. You're gonna go through September.
So before you say you're done as a player,
in your mind you're gonna start thinking that. You're gonna start gearing toward that.
All right, man, if the NBA ain't working, I'm gonna get on Duolingo.
It's not the NBA though. It's not the NBA. I don't want this. It's not the NBA.
Yeah.
It's the teams who talk. You know, it's the assistant GMs and the scouts and the GMs that talk amongst themselves. And once that memo is out there. It would take a bold person to step out of that and say, you know, I'm going to take a chance with bringing Russ over here. It's going to take somebody who really fuck with Russ over the years to be like, that's in a position to be like, yo, Russ, come on, I'm going to look out for you. I got you. But it's not going to happen now because teams are in training camp, in preseason. You're still trying to figure out your roster. You're still trying to tighten up your roster. You're putting in new systems. You're putting in new sets, new schemes. We ain't going to bring Russ in while we in the middle of that. So, Russ, hold on. Let us get through the first 5-10 games of the season, which leads you to what? The middle of November, end of November. Right. All right, Russ, it's too soon to make that. We still trying to build and see what happens. Let's get to December. At that point in time, you can't do nothing. Yeah. Teams are in 20 games, 25 games. Nah, Russ, we don't want to bring you in because you might fuck the chemistry up. So it's a lose-lose situation in that. If he's not on the team now, he may not be on the team within the next couple months. And then after December is what? You got to wait till January 15th. It keeps going and it keeps going and it keeps going.
And then I imagine for him, though, if he does get a call January 15th, then it's like, and this is your role, and this is where you fit. And for him,
January 15th, you called in there and they said, hey, yo, we got a 14th spot on the team. We got a 15th spot on the team. Yo, come in here, be a good presence, be a role model, be a leader.
Locker room leader, yeah.
Be a good guy on the bus, in the plane. But we're going to give you about 8 minutes. Like, so it's like,
that's not,
you get what I'm saying? It's like,
that's what I'm saying. That's the way he was getting last year, though. Is that when you say, like, I'm done?
Is this what the game come to now? It's like,
but 8 to 10 minutes wasn't.
Depending on who called.
That's not too much less than what he was getting last year in Utah.
And
in Denver.
He was playing minutes in Denver
because Murray was hurt. But like when they first brought him in,
what I'm saying is you didn't get cut, Russ.
No.
You didn't get cut. Like he didn't. He is a free agent. So as a free agent, you're looked upon differently. Russ, you're gonna take the minimum, right? You're gonna take the minimum. If you're willing to take the minimum and the 13th roster spot,
okay.
It's like,
wait. Side note,
it's sad as shit.
Side note, based on this conversation, we obviously are making a correlation to your experience and what Russ is experiencing. Knowing what you know now,
yes,
would you have retired fully on your own terms? None of them last couple of years.
No, I was ready to retire, and that year I was done. The minute that I was done, because I waited.
Okay.
I was patient with what I was just explaining.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. You would go through all that again.
You would go through the Hoodie Melo era.
Me personally would go through that again.
Okay.
I don't know if others can walk in those shoes the way that I walked in them during that time. You get what I'm saying? I don't know if too many people.
So how does he stay locked in?
Can walk in those sneakers at that point.
The way you just explained it
during this time? Because
I'm miserable as a fan listening to what he might have to go through.
This is what happens. This is not just me. This is not.
It's the NBA
We've
life
seen
cycle.
it happen to Russ.
Yeah, Melo.
We've seen it happen to me. We've seen it happen to AI. We've seen it happen to people. It's sad to say that it's part of the game. It's part of
it's
part of the culture.
Having watched that, right? Like,
it's sad. I don't condone it. It's sad.
I got you, but I feel you on like who you are and your journey and growth and being able to do it again. But a guy like Russ don't even need that. Like, Russ could retire tomorrow and we'll be debating his Hall of Fame status.
Right.
And
this is why it's different. My situation is different because I was really between a rock and a hard place. I wasn't ready to retire.
Okay.
I knew what I could still do. I still believed in myself. And then for somebody to tell you, you ain't this and you can't do this and you not part of what we doing, you step aside and be like, damn, am I really worthy of even being a part of this game anymore? Do I still want to put the grind and the hustle and the dedication into this, knowing that I'm being fucked over by the game? This is how I was thinking at that point. Right. Whereas Russ and somebody in that situation, he could say, man, fuck this game. Like, I'm done with this shit. Y'all want to carry it like that? I'm walking away from the game. We would take our hat off to Russ. We would feel bad about that, though, because we know why you're walking away from the game. So as a player, if you know you're not ready to walk away from the game, you feel like you've been pushed away from the game, you want to prove yourself. So Russ probably is in a situation where, in his mind, I got another 2 years in this league and I'm out of here. So I still want to play basketball and do what I do for the next 2 years.
I'm sure
Why
he does.
are you forcing me out of this when I've been doing this for 18 years?
I don't think anyone's forcing him, but I think we got to say
forcing them out.
We got to say the quiet part out loud, though. Like, what team out there does Russ help? Like, for what he can give and what he's done, what he's capable of doing.
You talking about what he can do to help.
And what he could do right now. And I said,
there's a lot of teams that Russ can help right fucking now.
Like I said, the Oklahoma City Thunder.
No, he can't help them. No.
Okay.
At this point in time, we're talking about legacy.
Okay.
Russ is in a conversation of legacy.
What's the only thing that could...
We're talking about legacy. Let's protect the legacies of these players. Not somebody who's been in the league 5 years, 6 years, who went. No. This is somebody who's put in pain, pressure, number one jersey sales, MVP of the leagues. Like, this is what Russ did. Now we're talking about somebody who's 18 years in, right? At this point in time, you ain't chasing no ring. It's either going to happen or it's not. I done tried to chase the ring and win for all of these years. Yeah, if I get an opportunity to go play somewhere that I can win the ring. I thought it was Denver. We thought it was Denver. It didn't work out. I'm not chasing the ring no more. I want to be happy. I want to find the joy back into the game. I want to go fuck with the young guys and help them out. But I still want to play and do it at the same time. So if I have to go to Charlotte to do that, I'm willing to do that because of the joy of the game. Fuck chasing the ring at this point in time. So you can't send him back. You can't send the greatest player back to or he left and then come back and then he's not playing. No, as a player, I know I still can play. No, hell no.
Not right now.
Hell no. If Dame went back to Portland because Dame is going to come back healthy and play.
He's rehabbing there. Yeah.
CP went back to the Clippers because CP is going to play.
Yeah.
He ain't go back to sit on the bench. He ain't go back, I'm going to just do my victory lap and just sit.
I don't know.
No,
I don't think he's playing 40 minutes a game either.
He's not going to play 40, but he's going to have an impact in the game.
I think
why we want CP to play? He's 40 playing 40.
Russell Westbrook.
We don't want that.
Russell Westbrook had an impact for the Denver Nuggets last year.
Because he played.
I think he plays. I think they play him.
Them young boys, they bench is stacked.
Yeah.
Not saying that they better than Russ. They bench is stacked. They got cohesiveness. That's their shit over there. Russ would be out of order over there with them boys.
So why is it?
They have their own shit going on.
Sam Presti got to do the right thing, Chad. Do the right thing.
Only for doing the right thing, right? So then now you start thinking, damn,
that's a slap in the face.
You just throwing me a bone, like you just. Nah.
But why is it viewed as that? Because in a lot of other sports,
nigga. That's why I ain't I'm not going back to New York.
This is a lived experience.
I'm not going back to New York to be the 15th man on the roster.
All right.
And play some nights and don't play when I know I still can play.
Other sports will bring a guy in like
you can't guarantee me 15 minutes.
But you thought about it though.
So like somebody
you thought about it, didn't you?
Not as 15.
Like when Brunson and Randall and all those guys were here. Not as 15 man. Okay.
No, because there was an opportunity for me to come in and play off the bench.
Yeah.
Not at 15. I wasn't coming here to take Taj Gibson's role. That's not. I can't do that.
I think if you're,
that's what they offer me. Is what I'm saying.
Taj, relax.
No, Taj was very good at what he did in that role. That's just not a role for me.
I hear you.
It's cool.
Taj,
I can go be on 7 p.m. now. I'm not playing that 15th man role and shit. I'm not doing that.
They brought you in and they was like, yo, Melo, you gonna clean up the boards for 8 minutes
you
a game?
minds for what?
For 8 minutes a game?
8 minutes? Right now?
No, I'm saying like they brought you in and they told you that.
Right now.
Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way.
Put my jacket back up.
I wasn't gonna play for 8 minutes.
Take the jacket down from the ref.
That's what I'm saying.
But to go back to earlier in the show, we talked about MJ being on the golf course and then playing a game. I think what y'all are missing in this idea
they are fans.
Is of Russ going back or even Melo going back. They were the best to do. Like they were. You're not talking about like I mustered up a 10-year NBA career as a shooter. Like that's not what you're talking about. Like that would be so disrespectful. The only way Russ goes back to OKC is that he's ready to be on a coaching staff. That he should not go back as a player at all.
If they ready to say if he's ready to say, yo, Sam Presti, listen, I want to retire. I want to retire here. This is my last year. Let's do something for this year. Let's hang the jersey up. Let's build that up.
We building your MVP statue outside.
I'm cool with that. Yeah. Let's celebrate. Let's make this celebratory for Russ. Going back to OKC. He can't. If you going back just to chill, nah, son.